I'm Rebecca Stetson. I'm here to talk about Truckee Meadows Earth Day. It is an incredible event. Last year was its first year. This year we're getting all planned to have all of you out here for a second year. And the reason why we have Truckee Meadows Earth Day is to have the community come together to have fun and to learn about how to be reverent of themselves, of each other, and then the natural world that needs our help, especially now, to protect it from all of the environmental pollution and the way that we have mismanaged our resource for so long. So I hope that you'll come out and join us. It's going to be a beautiful day and in this beautiful park right along the Truckee River. So this is Mayberry Park. This is where we chose to have Truckee Meadows Earth Day because it's so close to the river. And one of our biggest partners last year was River School Farm and Local Food Network, and their campus is just to the east. And then Patagonia is also one of our partners, and their campus is just to the west. And so we take up this long, beautiful area right along the river where you can hear the river. All of this manufacturing, everyone's closed on Sundays. There's not even the noise that we hear right now of manufacturing. And this park is somewhat appreciated by the general public. Like, people who live around here know it and love it, but it's really an awesome park, so we wanted to highlight what it is. Right over here is where we'll have the main stage this year. And then we'll have food trucks, and then this is all vendors and people doing acro yoga and different demonstrations. And then we should walk down this way a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna have some fishing demonstrations this year, and the Nevada Department of Wildlife will have different booths set up where kids can see like the pelts of different animals that are native and feel them, and then they'll get to practice casting. And we likely won't do it in the river depending on how high it is, just to make sure that we are being diligent about public safety. There might be some archery, I'm working on that. And so lots of opportunities for kids to learn different things that maybe they wouldn't get to interact with on a day-to-day basis. So by the time April rolls around, we'll have lots of snow melt. The river will be much higher. But this is it. All these big giant cottonwoods and sound of the Truckee. And this is our life source. If you live in the Truckee Meadows, which is Reno, Sparks, all the North Valleys, a huge area of land. And that's also why we named it Truckee Meadows Earth Day. And a lot of people will be like, well, is it in Truckee? And it's like, no, this is the Truckee Meadows, the whole heartbeat. The Truckee River is the heartbeat of the whole Truckee Meadows. This is our water source that allows us to be humans that are 75% water and need hydration. And so one of our big partners is also Truckee Meadows Water Authority. When I sent out an email to like 140 people last year after we found out that Reno Earth Day was canceled, just like calling upon friends that I know from advocacy and from living in this area, and said like, hey, who wants to help me plan an Earth Day? And Lane Chrisman is their resource manager, and he was one of the first people to respond and is on our executive committee and a huge believer in putting on this event to really show how sustainability can be done while having fun. So this parking lot area also of River School Farm, and we had like all the pollinator folks and urban roots up here last year. We have street parking, but we also go to every single one of these businesses and ask them if we can use their parking and have them sign off a liability. And so Art Tech let us use their parking lot, which is a huge parking lot last year. Nutria, I think is the name of the other one that's right next to the park, and they let us use their parking for our handicap parking. And then we have CERT volunteers through Washoe County Sheriff's Office, and they manage all the parking. So they send us multiple volunteers, and they direct traffic of where people need to go. And Yeah, the city was so pleased. They're like, we've never had parking be so efficient and safe. We're gonna do it again this year. Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Parking could be a nightmare.
Right.
Like, it could be like, yeah.
Yeah, so there's the street parking, and then there's like some dirt lots up the street, and then different business lots that we get to use. It worked out really good. I do need to call Ryan and make the ask again this year, because that's the most parking is at Art Tech. So last year we had right around 4,000 people attend Truckee Meadows Earth Day on its first year, and we only had 6 bags of trash for the whole event. So we did that by our food trucks. We were able to get a grant through the Nevada Department of Environmental Protection, their division that works with recycling, and they gave us a grant to buy reusable dishes. So the food trucks all use reusable dishes, and we encourage people to come with their own reusable water vessels, plates, cups, bowls, and they got raffle tickets for bringing those things. And so that was the huge thing, is we didn't have like plates or anything like that. It was all reusable dishes that then we washed after the fact. And well, we did some washing on site too, but then they had to be sanitized off site. But then those dishes now have been used throughout the community all year long. And so then more events were able to be sustainable because those things can just be used over and over and over again. Earth Day happens on April 26th of 2020. It's the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. It happens here at Mayberry Park, and that's at the end of Woodland Avenue next to the Patagonia Outlet Center. And it runs from 9 a.m. to 3:33 p.m. and starts off with yoga in the morning. So I hope that you'll join us. It's a wonderful event. Come out and learn how to be a better conservationist and steward of our beautiful place that we call home.